Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Tip-off goes to the Thunder. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
And the Thunder in possession here. Holmgren. You better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
Just 3 to shoot. The Sixers need to put one up here. Pass to Embiid. Here's Grimes. Puts up a deep 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Now here's Williams. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Here's Maxey. And stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Williams. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Back to Holmgren. Shoots over George. And that one hits the back iron. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Looking for their first basket of the game. Maxey. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package.
With the fadeaway. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
It's George on the wing. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Thunder with a lead. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots a fadeaway. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense. His elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
So both teams making some changes here. We've got 1:48 left now in the first quarter. Now here's Maxey. Here's Yabusele. 5 on the clock. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
Just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Pass to Embiid. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Here's Grimes. 4-3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Williams on the wing. Money from the wing.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
.36 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Maxey. Here's Yabusele from behind the arc. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Plenty of space. The rebound by Embiid.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
And still a close game. As the first quarter comes to a close. Oklahoma City ahead, up by 2. And we'll be back in just a minute. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from Oklahoma City, what's your take so far?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
To the middle. And stolen by Williams. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. Pass to Grimes. From deep. Williams grabs the board.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
Now Williams. Maxey covering. Now Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stat for Oklahoma City.
Well, you know, they've been aggressive on the defensive end, and it's paying off for them. Quite a few takeaways for them in the early going.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's McCain. The Sixers again can't hit. Thunder leading by 7. Outside Joe. Drives to the hoop. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Pass to Williams. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation. That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Stolen by Caruso. And a fast break now for the Thunder. He goes in for the dunk.
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Butler. Back to Edwards. Six on the shot clock. To the inside. To stop the drought. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now called the Thunder. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Here's Hartenstein. No points so far. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Fadeaway. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. And the Thunder lead by 11. And there's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That'll be a second foul of the game. 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Maxey on the wing. Pass to Grimes. Outside Maxey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Embiid. And that one's long. And it's Thunder's ball. Big run right now for him. 11-2. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the... And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. 76ers trail by 11. George, left side. Six to shoot. The kick out to Maxey. Oh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Talking about Tyrese Maxey, Grant, here's a guy who's improved every year.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, from averaging 8 as a rookie to 26 points during his breakout 4th year, Maxey has added to his game every offseason and turned himself into an elite scorer.
Wiggins outside. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Jacks up a 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Outside Maxey. Here's Grimes. Lets the 3 fly. Second chance effort. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein.
You know, what I respect about Embiid, in addition to his tremendous skill, is his willingness to keep working on himself. He's already an elite talent, but if he sees any room for improvement, he'll go to work to make it happen.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Gordon's got space. That one's good from the corner.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it.
Pass to Holmgren. It's Dort on the wing. The 3 is up. The offensive rebound. The 3. It's not going to go for him.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
It's George on the wing. Gordon on the wing. Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Holmgren with it. He brings it up for OKC. They're scoreless since the first half. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick 2018 has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Dagnall, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
Knocks down the triple. Caruso's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
To the paint. Pass to McCain. Fires from deep. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Launches it. And another three for Oklahoma City.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Inside. Yabusele. Ooh, the lead pass is in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Some room here for Williams. Edwards pulls it in. 76ers trail by 4. To the inside. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Williams misses. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 15-6 run. Knocked loose. Pass to Holmgren. Now Joe. Back to Holmgren. Ted going to work inside.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Launches it from deep. Williams grabs the board.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Pass to Holmgren. And here's Caruso outside. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Oklahoma City ahead. And it's... It's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter. Four. Oklahoma City leading by 4. And he commits the intentional foul. Philadelphia on D. Pass to Williams. Holmgren with it. Yes! He nails it!
Yeah, it's just too easy for Holmgren. Man, is he fun to watch operate off the catch.
Now Oubre. To the middle. Oh, nice shot by Grimes.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And the Thunder lead by 6.
He's such a clever player in pick and rolls. Gilgeous-Alexander is unpredictable and understands how to attack defenses.
To the left side wing. Here's Grimes. Buries it from 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When you're as good a passer and scorer as SGA, you'll get defenders to bite like that.
It's both from the stripe.
2 part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. And Oubre gets it to go.
And the defense is looking almost lost on the perimeter. That opens up a quality three-point shot, and he delivers.
I think that might have been intentional. It perhaps was not an accident because he's typically not the guy that's taking that shot at this stage of the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Second shot opportunity. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Now here's Maxey. Pass to Grimes. To the paint. Embiid. Oh, Embiid with the flush.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
And here is Williams. Outside, Williams. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Pass to Holmgren. Fades and shoots. Rebound by Philadelphia. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
And an intentional foul right there. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. Pass to Holmgren. Big Chet throwing it down.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. Needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Down low. And stolen by Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Count the basket and the foul. It's going to go on Paul George. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Really a great job. In this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Tipped away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're leading by 5. There's 1:34 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
And Allie, thanks.
You like Embiid's confidence and willingness to step up in the big moment.
Dort, left side. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. And another shot. Back to Hartenstein. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over George. Cash.
Oh, obviously Gilgeous-Alexander has the will to win. What a relentless effort.
There's 39 seconds left in the game. Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
He doesn't waste a chance to pad their lead. It's been some solid free throw shooting.
Pass to Caruso. Hartenstein with it. Dort outside. And here's Caruso outside. Knocks it down from distance.
And guys, that's gotta be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good with a fallback jumper. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
We'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Philadelphia 76ers. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. You better be on your game tonight, Clark. These teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
And it's good for two.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
To the inside. Oubre. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Excellent movement on the play. The pass on time and on point.
Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Knocks it loose. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
Here's Grimes. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's his first foul of the game. Embiid with it. Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all three levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good on the bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
George scanning the floor. Back to Maxey. Shot clock at 5. Blocked. They recover it. And Philadelphia calls time here. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And Hartenstein gets it to go.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Pass to Grimes. For three, George gets the three to fall.
Smooth and consistent. That's how I describe George's three-point shooting.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Here's Williams. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. And so he draws the foul, heading to the line to shoot a pair. These are his first free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Grant, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. I asked him specifically about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and what their defensive game plan is for him, and Coach said we have to be active, we have to keep him in front of us, and try to limit his chances around the rim. Their offense really opens up when he's able to attack the basket, so let's see if the defense is up for the challenge. B.A.?
And Allie, thank you for that. George outside. Back to Maxey. Three-pointer. The rebound by Wiggins. And Wiggins has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Finished off the break.
Well, Maxey continues improving as a facilitator, finding these opportunities to get the ball moving.
Caruso outside. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. The rebound by Embiid.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
And the jam by George.
Showing you the vertical that time. Paul George throwing it down.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. The Sixers leading. Fires the three. Here's Embiid. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Boxing out Embiid has to be a focal point for them, or else he'll continue to eat them up on the offensive glass.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Good if it goes. And that's not gonna go. And so the first quarter is in the books. Six. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Now here's Lowry. Pass to Drummond. 6 to shoot. Here's Edwards. The shot misses. Great D that time from Holmgren. Thunder trail by 4. Wiggins outside. And here is Williams. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Clark, the Sixers have been at least 10 games over 500 for 7 straight seasons now.
Yeah, and that's great to see after, what was it called? The process that took them all the way to the very depths of the league to finally build themselves back into a consistent playoff team. And their fans certainly deserve good times for struggling through all of those bad times several years ago.
Here's Yabusele. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Drummond. The shot from 20 feet out. Edwards can't hit. Oklahoma City trailing. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Wiggins drives in. Right side, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Pass to McCain. Outside Edwards. Out left to the wing. Late clock, the Sixers need to put one up here. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Caruso outside. Outside, Williams. Pass to Holmgren. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year. Already an elite shot blocker.
Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive, so cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's Embiid. Oh, Embiid imposing his will.
Well, you know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Hartenstein. It's Wiggins on the wing. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. From behind the arc. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Sixers lead by 3. And Isaiah Joe is going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul of the game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Embiid, high post. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, B.A., I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him to play for us in the U.S. men's national team.
And the second free throw is good.
The physicality of Embiid, unmatched really, yet he's so much fun to watch because he's agile, has skill and touch. Man, is he a joy to watch work.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 10. Here's Williams. The rebound by Embiid. And so it's Embiid who brings up the ball for the 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Dort with a steal. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. The Sixers lead by 4. George outside. Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Maxey. Fires for 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Really showing you how quick he can be with the basketball. Maxey letting it fly in a hurry.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And Grimes pulls it down. Now Philadelphia with it. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The kick out to Williams. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Pass to Oubre. George, a deep 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
And so it's Phil. just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. The Sixers lead by 12. Now here's Maxey. George outside. Here's Oubre. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Offensive rebound from deep. Holmgren. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Paul George spent some time talking about his idol. He said the person who motivated me as a kid was Kobe Bryant. Growing up in Southern California, watching him every day, I wanted to emulate him. I attacked the game the same way he did, trying to work on every deficiency, play both ends, and be a competitor.
His impact lives on, Allie. Now here's Holmgren. Here's Joe. Oh, the Thunder, another three.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's McCain. Yet to see a basket. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Drummond. 5 on the clock. Here's McCain. Count it. Good. And the 76ers lead by 10.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Here's Williams. Banked it in off the glass.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
Outside Butler. Pass to McCain. It's Edwards on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Thunder trail by 8. There's the steal. Edwards slams it in.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now here's Dort. Here's Williams. Rebound by Philadelphia. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Drummond. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Nice aggressive take that time by Drummond. Goes right into the defender to get the shot off and a foul.
He's off on the second. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 11-point game. Here's George. Some solid defense from Williams. And you watch Tyrese Maxey, Clark. He's so good at creating offense.
Yeah, he can get that thing rack to rack and downhill in a heartbeat, B.A. In the break and in the pick and roll, he puts tons of pressure on the defense because he's so quick. And he knows how to use angles, too. And he can shoot it from deep, so he's got the full package. Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Now a timeout call by Oklahoma City.
There's just a lot of wide-open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
We've got 1:28 left in the third. On the wing, Caruso. No good on the triple. The Sixers lead by 13. Embiid inside. Out to Oubre. Outside Maxey. Lets the three fly. Maxey on the wing. Three-pointer. Here's Embiid. Inside, Embiid gets the advantage.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Right side, Williams. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Soft touch off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. From downtown. And that's good. Maxey for 3. He's got 6.
Welcome to Maxey's world, one of the more efficient three-point shooters in this game.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Can't hit the short-range fadeaway. And George launches it from deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Philadelphia. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Thunder trail by 16. Inside. Down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
It's George on the wing. Offline with a 3. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, nice D from George. The Sixers lead by 16. Pass to Caruso. And here's Joe. The kick out to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Joe. This one for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
George for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Grimes. For 3, George hits a 3-pointer.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Now here's Williams. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And here are the Thunder now. They played a great 4th quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Joe. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
And they get it back. Outside Maxey. George with it. Some solid defense from Williams. And it's Caruso on the take. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Fader on the way. Ooh, another miss by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Embiid. Out to Oubre. Pass to Grimes. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
That's simply a gimme for a player of his caliber. I mean, the defense cannot allow that.
Pass to Drummond. Jacks up a three. Knocks down the long J.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Gilgeous-Alexander no good.
Boy, they certainly had their way with the opponent at both ends. A really solid night here
For the 76ers.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Joel Embiid.
And I love how active he was on the glass. Not afraid to get physical and do whatever he could do to grab boards.
4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block. Joe on the wing. Puts up a three. Rebound by Philadelphia. Here's McCain. Pass to Edwards. Here's McCain. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it. They've done it.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Sixers.
Well, that's a moment he'd like to archive. Embarrassing lapse of judgment there.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and